MCG Grand Final Day. Crowds at capacity. Now imagine 12 full stadiums. That's 1.2 million people, the number of people in Australia with type 2 diabetes. And yet we still don't have a way to best manage and support these clients. Type 2 diabetes is a chronic condition, a long journey which requires constant lifestyle attention, and it can be hard to stay on the road. If left unattended, diabetes leads to health complications, mental health issues, and medical costs. With diabetes, the first question people want to know is, what do I eat? What I've learned in the last 20 years as a diabetes dietitian is that our current model of providing nutrition advice, sending clients on their way and hoping that things go well is fundamentally flawed and unsuccessful for the vast majority of people. It only works if there's ongoing regular appointments with the dietitian, and this costs money and time. That doesn't work for my clients, and it doesn't work for myself or dietitians either. That led me to think, what can I do differently? Deconstructing Diabetes is focused on providing clients with the tools to achieve sustainable lifestyle changes and the confidence to manage their diabetes. For the last 5 years, I've been testing this with paper-based tools, education materials, habit journals, checklists, and ebooks to assist our clients. And we've now refined it to a point where we are ready to digitize and to scale our suite of tools. And the solution is a platform that provides support, reduces confusion and anxiety, changes the management of diabetes by making people feel involved and empowered. And it's on demand and costs less than seeing a doctor. By bringing this suite of tools to a digital platform, we'll be best positioned to assist more clients achieve their goals and empower diabetes practitioners to better achieve results for their clients too. Let me introduce Shane, one of our typical customers, a health professional himself with diabetes. He knows what he should be doing, but he doesn't do it. And we're looking to help make the doing rather than the knowing part of his life. And Melinda, a professional mum of 2, who's too busy caring for others to find time for herself. She's been to lots of specialists and hasn't been able to follow through with their recommendations. As a result, she comes frustrated, confused, and feels like she's failed. Deconstructing Diabetes allowed her to focus on daily small steps that she can fit into her busy life. In the first month working with us, she feels like she's in more control and empowered. And Bruce, a 65-year-old recently widowed who's never cooked, and he's come to us overwhelmed. He needs some basic skills to get him started. He's a retired music teacher, so we explained that his students only learned to play an instrument by practicing, and we're going to practice healthy eating skills. As you can see, Deconstructing Diabetes helps clients with their needs and on their terms. For clients like Shane, we provide tools to help keep them on track. For clients like Melinda, we provide tools to break big things into small daily tasks. And for clients like Bruce, we provide education and support without judgment. In the last 3 months, we have experienced a doubling in our appointments due to the results we are consistently getting. Our list of growing clients from word of mouth, referrals from doctors, diabetes specialists, and diabetes educators, because they trust us and we make their job easier. And as such, we're almost at capacity and have a waiting list. And this year I was invited to present at 2 international diabetes conferences on how digital tools are transforming patient care. The market is ready and we are embarking on building the platform. Our mission is to provide clients with the skills to make good food choices, create lasting habits, and feel supported 24/7. I know diabetes, I know food, I know patients, and I know that I also need help with tech. In order for me to build an MVP, I need a tech consultant or a co-founder who can help make the first version come to life. If you are, or if you know somebody who is awesome at building products, passionate about health,
5 minutes.
and looking for the next big idea to be part of, I look forward to working with you to progress this idea. Thank you.
Thanks, Cam. If I might ask a question. So if I understand you correctly, you've got an app concept that's going to be kind of like a curated way to help people through the diabetes journey. I know there's 1,000,001 apps out there purporting to help people on their diabetes journey. So to kind of ask Sarah's question of before, what's your moat around those other apps? What's going to be your differentiator?
Yeah, thank you, Paul. There's a number of different apps which are in existence, either for diabetes or for weight management or for maintaining habits and behaviours. And I think that mine is a little bit unique in that it's augmenting the individual one-on-one consultation, which I provide initially for my clients to use. And it's really around the habits and behaviours, not specifically to tell somebody that they should be following a specific type of diet. So it's around encouraging and really enabling somebody to be accountable, to stay on track with their healthy eating or their exercise behaviours, rather than a prescription or a calorie counting. It's to keep them on board, to augment and to keep them on track and accountable and measured as far as their habits, their daily habits.
Thanks, Cam.
Thank you.
Caroline, when I was hearing you talk then, it just occurred to me that what you are actually devising is the basis on which you could provide a much broader client service than just for people with diabetes. Has that been something that you have considered as part of your business model?
Initially, my intention is to roll this out, Caroline, into a service for newly diagnosed type 2 diabetes clients, because that's where a lot of, I think we need to focus our foundations on. And then for a lot of clients who are perhaps struggling with their diabetes, I do a lot of gestational diabetes. So once I've done the initial type 2 diabetes and then the more longer term maintenance program, so to speak, launching into the gestational diabetes space, and then also weight management, because I do a lot of obesity management and bariatric surgery, and yeah, that is certainly a consideration to look at the type 2 gestational diabetes space, and then move more into perhaps diabetes prevention, because I think that's a really pivotal time where we can prevent the diabetes, and I think that that's a really exciting space to enter into, as well as the scope of weight management and yeah.
Yeah, that was really where I was thinking, because you've talked about, right now we've got 1.2 million. I suspect in a very short space of time that's going to increase given our lifestyles. So thinking about that preventative aspect, I think is extremely important.
Yeah, completely. When we look at the statistics, that half of people who have got diabetes don't know that they've got diabetes, and this is a large kind of largely preventable aspect of and unfortunately what we've got now is with COVID and that inactivity and some perhaps some food choices which may be very different. So perhaps that's a really exciting space to be delving into.